driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. I did get up this morning. I went to a noon meeting. Sometimes I go to a noon meeting, just mix things up a little bit, hear some different things. My usual meeting is at 3 o'clock, but sometimes on Wednesdays I take the afternoon off, and it's funny because I was in the Adams County meeting yesterday, and I'm the only person on the coalition. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm the only person in the coalition that doesn't work for another company. So I do get paid to do it. Adams County pays me. But the difference is like the other people there, they're getting paid that, and they're getting paid their hourly wage. So, yeah. Well, hello. How are you? Kitty cats. I don't know what it is, but the cats have all been very, very loving today. Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you. The cats are here. But what I was saying was it's tickling my neck. I know he's being very lovey. Wrong side. All my cats are being lovey. I don't know why. So yeah, we were in this meeting, and it's funny because we introduce ourselves, and then there's an icebreaker question, and the icebreaker question is, what do you like to do on the weekends, right? Because these people get weekends off. I mean, they're government jobs. They don't work on the weekends. Okay. All right. And so when it comes to me, it's always so different. Yeah, there is somewhere he's wearing a hat too. His hair's gotten to the point where he needs to wear a hat. And he's back. Yes, I love you too. But I just find it funny because it got to me, and I'm like, well, I'm Dion, and well, I work for myself, and I kind of tell them what I do, but I'm like, the weekend, I'm like, Saturday isn't any different from Monday in my world. Recovery is not dependent on that. Okay, dude. I mean, it's cute and everything, but I'm trying to do something. Okay. Go bug your mother. She's in the shower. Okay. All right. Let's do some introductions here. Welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. Today we're going to be talking about being assertive, which means we're going to be talking about being passive aggressive also. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It scares me sometimes. He'll come running up at my face. It'll just bonk right into my face. And it hurts. And it hurts. It hurts. Okay. So, dude, I'm going to need my hands now. Okay. I love you, but you got to go. Oh, I got a tail snap for that one. Dude, enough. He doesn't give up that easy. All right. So what that means that we're going to have to talk about being passive aggressive. Also, Amber's feeling better today. At least I hope you are. we missed you yesterday, but you needed the sleep, so ain't no thing. Ain't no thing, man. All right. This came up because of the meeting that I was in, and we were talking about life on life's terms, right? And really, what's happened is we have gone from being passive aggressive to being assertive. Okay, enough. Passive aggressive behavior is a pattern of indirectly expressing negative feelings instead of openly addressing them. There's a disconnect between what a person who exhibits passive aggressive behavior says and what they do. Okay. What would be passive aggressive behavior? Let's say my kids were outside smoking. They're outside smoking cigarettes. So I will go out there, I light up a cigarette, and then I inform them that they are not to smoke on my property, or that smoking is bad for them, or that would be passive aggressive behavior. Or manipulation, or emotional sobriety. Okay, before, where we utilize other people for our own emotions, is passive aggressive behavior. Is when you express it instead of blah blah blah. We read that. Why is being passive aggressive? That's exactly it. It's being a hypocrite. Yep. Where we say one thing but we do another. Okay. Or what is passive aggressive? Informing somebody else what to do, even though you have not done it yourself. That would be passive aggressive behavior. What is that? That's manipulation, right? So, manipulation, being a hypocrite. So, what are these things? Well, there are character defects, right? I was a hypocrite. I was. Passive aggressive behavior can be intensely frustrating for the target because it's hard to identify, difficult to prove, and may even be unintentional. Passive aggressive can lead to more conflict, intimacy issues, because many people struggle to have direct and honest conversations about the problem at hand. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. So, yeah. So, what is the silent treatment for passive aggressive? Well, that's just, what is the most passive aggressive thing to say? Let's read them. We collected the most passive aggressive things people say. Okay, the things. Now, don't get mad if you're like, I say these things. Okay, we're not doing that shit. You're too sensitive. If that's what you want to do, another passive aggressive one, HR loves doing this. If you ever do an exit interview, this is what you're going to hear a lot of. I'm sorry you feel that way. Fucking hate that line. You're sorry. No, you're going to be sorry I feel this way for making that statement. The last exit interview I did was with Aurora Mental Health, and that's exactly what she did. And she said, then I had to rate her interview, and I said, you know what? What you said over and over again was you were sorry about the way that I felt, but you never cared. What's she going to say to that? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. If you say that to me, I'm going to make you sorry for saying it. Well, if you like, fine. No worries. Thanks in advance. Here's one that I do. I'm not mad. That's the one that was my big one. I'm not mad. Whatever. All right. Now, who is a true passive aggressive person? Well, that'd be narcissism. Okay. So, I mean, but you can see how some of these tie into us, where we have narcissistic behaviors. We are not narcissists, trust me. But I certainly had that behavior, didn't I? Assertiveness. Look at this.
According to Center for Clinical Interventions, assertiveness means expressing your point of view in a way that is clear and direct, while still respecting others. Communicating in an assertive manner can help you to minimize conflict, to control anger, to have your needs better met, and to have more positive relationships with friends, family, and others.
Expressing feelings. What is a good I'm going to give you a good assertive one that everyone here will understand. Okay. Are you mad at me? Okay. I've had to ask that. Are you, I feel like you might be upset with me. No, I'm not upset with you. It's just like I go through that because I'm not sure about friendships yet. It's a very assertive question. It's direct, and it's like, have I done something to piss you off? Because I'd like to fix that if I could. No, you haven't done anything. It's just that I'm comfortable enough with our relationship now that I don't have to check in all the time. That's assertiveness. Okay. Advocating for yourself with your doctors. Assertiveness. Okay. Advocating is assertiveness. What does being assertive mean? Being assertive means communicating others in a direct and honest manner without intentionally hurting anybody's feelings. So particulars can hurt, right? And our fourth and fifth step, I was taught to stay away from particulars. All right, let me pull out my fourth step here. Let me pull it out. Here it is. I made it red for a reason. All right. First page is blank because that's what I know. All right. Now, as you can see, and it's not like you're going to be able to read at the top here, you can see that I have mom. This is my resentment. That's all I got to write. That is all. I got that one line to write my resentment because I'm getting down to causes and conditions, right? Okay. And this is being assertive with myself. Okay. Assertiveness with myself is bringing these things to my attention so I may do something about them. Okay. What's another good assertive? Maybe somebody hurt your feelings. So, hey, Dion, the other day you were talking and you said this, and I kind of took it this way. What did you mean by that? Okay. Now notice how I brought that up. Okay. Because I'm not angry with this person. I'm just trying to figure it out. Right. And there's things in this life that confuse the hell out of me. So I have to ask. But gee, doesn't it feel like sometimes when we're asking, like it's confrontation? If there's one thing most people in this world dislike, it's confrontation. Assertiveness is confrontation. Assertiveness is healthy boundaries, healthy internal boundaries. Okay, let's find some more examples on assertiveness here. What is assertive behavior? The ability to express in an open, calm, and I think that's the key, calm and direct way, Wallaced. Ooh, you don't get to use that word very often, Wallaced. Still respecting others. Notice what the main key in there is. Others. What is being assertive? Well, it's the ninth step. Yay! You already know how to be assertive. You already know how to do it. We've been teaching you how to be assertive in AA since you walked in. Okay. What is the first step in assertiveness? For me, humility. Asking for help. That is being assertive. You know what? I fucked up. I need help. I can't do this myself. Who am I being assertive with? Me. I'm being assertive. You got to start with you. If you don't start with you, it ain't going to work with anybody else. Okay. Assertive. So passive aggressive, we kind of defined it as being a hypocrite, right? So if we're being assertive and that is the opposite, what we're going to do instead is we're going to let our actions show what it is that we mean. Once we put that action into work, you can talk on it all you want because you have experience in it. Okay. Maybe you're doing something that's new. Be transparent. You know what? Like the first time I got somebody through the 12 steps, they're like, what? I was the first one? Yeah. Yeah. They were kind of amazed too, you know? Assertive is the biggest difference for alcoholics, right? To be passive aggressive or assertive is about 4 seconds. Enough, dude. I already told you. Enough. Okay. It's about 4 seconds. That is the difference. Okay. Passive aggressive is when I react. If I react to a situation, I am most likely being passive aggressive, even if I'm an expert in this. Okay. I hope you feel better. A lot of people have been getting sick. I hope you feel better. And I will tell Kitty you said bye. Yeah, the first 2 minutes were me and the cat. So I'm glad you were here. And go get some rest. I love you. There's a lot of things in the program that we learn, right? Oh, we were talking about the 4 second, right? Now, notice I said 4 seconds. I didn't say 2. People are like, oh, take 2 seconds. No. We are alcoholics. I'm an alcoholic. I need 4 seconds. Normal people need 2. I need the extra processing time. I do. Because I don't automatically always think about others. Now, who are others? There are a lot of others. You're another. Did you know that? It says in the big book, except when to do so would injure them, that person, or the others around them. Well, you're around them. And that includes you. Okay? But the rule is that we are easy on other people, but a little bit harder on ourselves. Right? It's what we do. Everybody does that. I'm my own worst critic. You are your own worst critic. Right? So when we talk about, when I come on here and I say, what we say to ourselves matters, that is assertiveness. Okay? When I call myself a name and I say, no, that is not correct. I'm sorry, Dion. I'm actually being assertive with myself. I'm creating a boundary. Okay. And if you create strong enough boundaries, you're going to find some people are unwilling to cross them. Yeah. People will become unwilling to cross them. There will be only one reason for them to cross that boundary. Because they want what you have. Because of your spirituality. You know, it isn't just us that goes to extremes. It's kind of the world that goes with us. I mean, look at our lives. My life is an extreme. Right? I went from being a hopeless alcoholic to a walking, talking miracle. That is an extreme. Our life is full of them. How we are going to handle them is what's going to matter. So, if being passive aggressive and being assertive, a really easy way to figure out what you're doing is, are you thinking of everybody? Right? we kind of talked about this. I'm not sure when it was, but I used the example of a 13th step. Okay. Now, if we're being passive aggressive, what we're going to do, because we're already assuming that a guy hit on a girl, because that's how we are. Don't go with it. It's just life, right? What our thought process is, well, that guy's got to go. That's passive aggressive. Okay, that means we jump on a side. There's no sides here. Okay, once we get into blame, we're not being assertive. Okay, if we're like, you did this, that's not assertive. Okay, that's not assertive. When this happened, I felt this way. That's assertive. So what would be assertive in that situation? Well, the females go over, take care of the female, and then a male needs to take that guy, pull him aside, and tell them that if he ever does that again, we will beat him to within an inch of his life. Yes, that's how we do it. Okay? That's why. Is that being assertive? Oh, yeah, it is. It's protection. It is a boundary. Dude, we don't do that stuff here. Okay? Because I understand something. Once the alcohol is gone, okay, that big old hole that was in your stomach comes back. It comes back. And not only does it come back, comes back twofold. And it hurts. And we're trying to fill it with something. Well, companionship, okay, I used to mistake sex for companionship. I did. My brain does that because of the alcoholism. Okay, because of my alcoholism. It has done that to me. Okay, so I need to pull, both sides. Okay, yes, this happens over here, and we let the girls work with that. Because sometimes girls go through things I don't understand. I wish I did. I could help more. But I'm going to tell you, I don't understand because I haven't been in your shoes. I can empathize, but I don't know exactly what you're going through. I don't know how it feels to feel that way. Right? So there's a lot of different situations. But really, for us, I don't know about normies, but the difference between being passive aggressive and assertiveness is 4 seconds. If you can, because you're already on the road of changing your mind with humility and acceptance and open-mindedness and willingness and all these little things that we have. Okay. These were all little things that built up to what we're talking about now. Okay. I have a sponsee. He's realizing he has skills. Okay. That's what I love about this program. I can warn you. I can be as transparent as I can as a sponsor. And the effect it still has is awesome. It's still like an epiphany to them. And it is the coolest thing in the world to watch a young man or anybody transform from being a heap of oversensitive emotions to saying, that doesn't feel right. What should we do about it? Here's my part in it. Okay, this is my part in it. And did I do something? I did something wrong right here. Okay, I've got to make an amend for that. But I still need a solution to the problem too. Okay? You can never, ever talk to somebody about a problem unless you have a solution. Or at least looking for the solution. The one thing I hate is sitting down for an hour and talking about a problem and never, ever touching the solution. Ever. Drive me crazy. That'll drive me crazy. Everything has to end with a solution or it don't work for us. That includes AA meetings. We got to have solution in there. If we all just came in there and whined about the past, it wouldn't work. That means we just whine about the past. And it would be nothing else. Well, that in and of itself will not bring the camaraderie that we need in order to stay sober. Stay sober, not get sober, but stay sober. That's the challenge. Right? So while we're going through the day, let's remember that we're different people now, that God has given us a grace that a lot of people in this world will never, ever see the light of day of. You have been given a grace that 98% of the population will never feel. Okay? And it happened because of that big hole in your stomach. Not everybody has that growing up. Some people do. Okay. I did. It's like I was born and the first thing that came out of my mouth is, when's the other shoe gonna drop? Came out going, what the fuck? All right. Thank you everybody for being here. It's Wednesday. Yay, Wednesday. I have no responsibilities today. That's why I like Wednesdays. I love you all. It's early. I'll be back later. I love you all. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.